Hello and welcome back to the studio. Okay guys, it's officially December. I literally cannot even believe it. Slightly panicking. We have a lot to do. This season, this holiday season, I decided that I was only going to be doing one market. I know that's crazy because like I'm the market queen. This is literally my season of thriving, but I don't know, I'm just a little bit burnt out. I just feel like every year I do a bunch of markets and like, I mean, while there are sales and there is success, it takes a lot of work. It takes a lot of effort. It takes a lot of inventory, you know? And honestly, like I've just had a really rough year emotionally. So I decided not to do it. I did decide to do one market, my best market, my favorite market, and it's also the market that you have to be accepted to. It's very steep competition, if you will. And so I just kind of wanted to maintain the relationship so that they are not like, well, you didn't come last year, so next year when I actually want to come, they're like, no. That's honestly why I did it. I'm not gonna lie. So we have market prep. We have sales, like orders that we have to pack from the Black Friday sale and the small business Saturday sale. I am on deadline for my sister. Yes, I'm on deadline for my sister. She puts out a book, a Christmas book, every holiday season. She's running a little bit behind. I'm running behind. Yesterday, I didn't even get to draw for her because I had to read the book to make sure it was good so that she could submit it today to be like formatted and stuff. So there was a lot of things kind of happening. And so now I gotta rush to pack these orders, rush to finish the drawing today because starting tomorrow, I need to prep. I need to get my inventory together. I haven't done a market in a year. That means my inventory is all over the place. In addition to that, my crazy self was like, ooh, Vlogmas. Ooh, let's put out some new product because I tested these sweatshirts and I think I've had a pretty good response so far, like even to the point where someone was like, oh my God, I need to buy that. Like, where did you get that? So I was like, I think the Oxford Exchange audience is going to be like an ideal audience for that particular item. So we have a lot to do. I need to pack up inventory and all that stuff too. So without further ado, let's get started. Okay, so first things first, we're gonna be pulling orders. I'm so excited. I'm not even gonna hold y'all. I'm so excited to have my new camera where I can be walking around the studio and you guys can still hear me and see me. And it's a little bit more interactive. So I'm excited. Okay, so we're gonna pull orders and you're gonna watch me actually pull the orders because now I don't have to worry about moving my camera and all that jazz. Okay, so I'm gonna move my light real quick. I'm right here. Okay, we gotta cut that part out. So I'm gonna be pulling orders. I already did like the preliminary where do the postage and everything. So like the postage is already like printed and accounted for. So we're just gonna pull some orders and I'm gonna chat with you guys. And these videos are gonna be very low editing. So I apologize in advance if sometimes I go silent or stumble over my words. First of all, it's been a while. Okay, so these are all bookmarks. This entire order consists of bookmarks. Happiest when reading. I'm just gonna pull out both of my bookmark displays because pretty much, right, a lot of people got bookmarks. It's crazy. I didn't even really think that the bookmarks were gonna do that well. And then they turned out to do well. It's just honestly, my problem is I don't have time to create to the level that I would like to create. And that's kind of like my goal going forward into 26 is just making more room for that, making more room for actually creating things and actually having like, you know, more even, I would say fleshed out collections because for bookmarks, we have 8 designs. And so I know that some people might think that that's a lot, but seeing as though the bookmarks actually do well, that means that I actually need to continue, you know, to put out designs, and that's what people are looking for. So it kind of doesn't make sense for me not put out more, you know, not have more designs. So I need to make sure that that's a priority and that I'm actually doing that. Okay, so these are all bookmarks. Okay, I lied. Only 2 orders had bookmarks. I could have sworn. Okay, this one does have a bookmark. No, it doesn't. Okay, there's bookish things on the rest of them, but not bookmarks. Okay, so those are gonna get put away. Now, a lot of these had stickers. Most of these had stickers. Okay, So this one is pulled and ready to get packed up. Happiest when reading. And I am going to like come around this way. I'm gonna like readjust in a second, but I just wanted it to get some of the orders like fully done. Read books and chill. There was another order that had read books and chill too. I think it was Carla's. Come on. Carla, Chelsea. All right. And then I actually have 2 wholesale orders that need to go out too. They're very small. I, for the holiday season, took off my minimums because I know that sometimes my retailers, they kind of want to just like literally buy a couple of pieces just as a restock. Okay. And most of these orders are actually like pretty simple to pack because they mostly got like the same stuff. Like this one, they got 2 of the Just Give Me More Books sticker and then 4 of these Awaiting the Fall of the Patriarchy stickers. So it's like, okay, that's easy to pack. Okay, that one's ready to go. That one's ready to go. Chelsea's ready to go. I'm just gonna start stacking these because these are on the smaller side. And then, okay, so all of these are stickers. This one is all stickers. This one, there's cards attached to it. Okay, where are my white envelopes? What's happening here? I packed some orders. I took them inside because I had a Hyatt card order. Okay. No worries. I just have to climb back here. Oh my God, it's heavy. And I keep saying to myself that I want to come in here and like redo my studio, like redo the layout in here. And I just keep just not doing it. Darn, I'm gonna have to break this. Why don't you go? I'm gonna have to use out of this box. What's it saying? Okay. So I have had a design stolen from me and I kind of don't really know what to do about it, but I'm trying to just kind of like, I don't want to say get over it because it's not a matter of getting over it, but I do feel some type of way. And now every time I see that sticker, I'm like, somebody stole this from me. On one hand, it's a mama I made it moment, but then on the other hand, I'm like, I really feel like violated. I feel like somebody stole from me because they are being mass produced and they're basically like in one of those like Amazon sticker packs. Word to the wise, those really cool sticker packs that you find on Amazon that have like 1,000 stickers for like $5. First of all, they're not vinyl, they're paper stickers. And then second of all, I found this sticker. I don't know if you could see it from there, but I can also put it like right here. This is one of my best-selling stickers. And I actually made it kind of like on a whim. I had to do a fall collection and it was supposed to be a limited time fall release. I decided that I was going to just go ahead and like leave it in the collection because it did so well. It like sold out almost immediately wholesale. So I was like, all right, well, my people are really gonna love it then because I have like a bookish leaning audience. And so I ended up leaving it in the collection. So my sister is a writer and she does these events. So like sometimes she'll go out and she'll promote her book via these writing events. And so sometimes what she'll do is she will buy those sticker packs on Amazon because it's something just like cheap to give away. And she doesn't sell them or anything like that, but she uses it uses as a way to kind of attract people to her table because they see like, ooh, free stickers. And then it's like, you know, they're like little like grabby things like that you could just like throw on the table and people can grab them, leave their email with you. So she just buys them and she, on Amazon, she bought a pack and she called me and she was like, hey, you know, I have some really bad. And I was like, God, mind you, I'm terrified because like she had cancer a few years ago. So I'm like, I was scared. And she was like, I just found your sticker in one of those huge sticker grab bag packs. And I was like, are you serious? And she's like, yeah. She's like, she sent me pictures and everything. And she was like, as you can see, like, it's not even the same quality. At first, she got a little bit confused because she also wholesales stickers from me to sell along with her books. So that is one of the designs that she wholesales from me. So she was like, one got mixed in and she took it out and she realized the quality was not the same because like the one thing about my stickers, I don't sell paper stickers because of the longevity of it. I feel like if I'm going to charge like $4 for a sticker, then it needs to be worth it. And so pretty much mine are vinyl. They're waterproof. They go in the dishwasher. They're very sturdy and hardy, and they last 3 to 5 years. So there is a clear difference in like the product that I'm selling versus what is in these like Amazon grab bags. First of all, the quality is not good as far as like what they made it out of, but then also the print quality is terrible. I'm so super specific about like all of those types of things because I'm just like, whatever I give to my people is always going to be the best, you know? And what that was not the best. And so like I'm pissed because like on one hand, it's stolen. They stole it from me. And then two, I draw all of my designs myself. I don't use AI. I don't use like any type of like, you know, help. I think of something, think of a design in my head, and then I draw it, and then I make it into a product. That's how I have operated for the last 7 years, right? So that's my hard work, that's my effort, and they just stole it. And then they're making money off of it. I think that's the thing that pisses me off the most because like I'm a small business and like especially this year has been rough, okay? Like sales wise, it's not been a great year. And so now to see that my design is stolen and they're making money off of it really pisses me off because like while Amazon has reached out to me to be on the platform, I don't really have Amazon resources. Like I would love to be able to put out product on Amazon and have it get to my people in 2 days and, you know, not have to worry about like shipping and not have to worry about, you know, just all the things. But what is making that noise? I'm sorry. You guys know I'm always terrified out here. Out here by myself. Not me being scared out here, like literally scared for my life. Okay. So yeah, it's literally, and then I even realized I was like, those sticker packs, like if mine is stolen, then that means like everybody's in there is stolen, you know? And I just don't want to be lumped together with like, who knows where they got the rest of those from? Is it AI? Is it clip art? Is it like another brand's hand-drawn thing also? Like I would just rather not, you know? And so it's just like very frustrating that somebody would do that. And like, again, it's probably really not the Amazon seller, in my opinion, it's probably not the Amazon seller directly doing that, right? But I do think that whoever, because like Amazon, so if you're on Amazon, most of the time you're not selling your own thing, you're selling a product that you found on a website. And so more likely than not, there is a foreign manufacturer manufacturing these sticker packs and just printing these things en masse. And because they're in another country, like there's not really much you can do about it because the fact of the matter is they are like just literally like stealing from other websites, right? And they even blurred out my logo because I sign like all of my stickers have like a teeny tiny little signature that says Pretty Peacock Papery because if it's a gift, if somebody gifts a sticker, I want them to be able to know where the sticker came from so they can get more, you know? Especially if it's like a top performing sticker on their water bottle, I want them to be like, ooh, this one has lasted a really long time. Let me go get more. So, and then like I wholesale too, you know? So like that's the other thing is like because I wholesale, I know that sometimes the shops aren't great about knowing where it came from. So I like to just like brand everything and make sure that everybody knows like where it came from. But for me, it's a little stressful now because like now I'm like, I honestly don't know what else to do to safeguard my designs, you know, because I have to put them online. I have to get them out into the world in order for people to know about myself, you know, so it's on things like my website. I'm sure it's on Pinterest. I'm sure it's on, I don't have stickers on Etsy, but like, I'm sure it's all over the place. Like and I don't know why I always get like a lot of foreign traffic to my website also. So there's not really anything that I can do to prevent it and stop it, you know, but it's just like very disheartening because like someone actively was like, this looks like a nice design. I'm going to take it, print it myself, and then sell it. Like it's insane. And there's not much I can do because it is a foreign manufacturer, you know, so like outside the US, it's kind of like you're almost like just kind of screwed over, you know? So yeah, I've been a emotional state. Sometimes I get a little frustrated because I'm like, what is the point of creating? You know, I obviously love creating, you know, but there are people out there that will literally just take, you know, and not give a damn. And, you know, even recently on Threads, there was this whole controversy about like this creator. No, she's not a creator. She's an author, I believe. And she stole drawing and she used it as like a screensaver. Like she literally just found it on Pinterest and then like used it as like a background for her audience, like a phone backdrop for her audience. So everybody was like pissed. Like they were like literally dragging her, you know? And I'm like, what is the point of creating if in a world you can have people that can just like literally take what you made and not give you credit, not give you any type of like shout out or nothing, no money, nothing. And then they get like the notoriety, they get like the kudos. I'm in a weird space because I feel like on one hand, I absolutely love creating new things, but then on the other side of it, I have this limited mindset that like it's somehow gonna get stolen from me, just like it did. Honestly, just like I did. And so like I have these like limited mindsets that I know I have to work through as an artist. And at some point I have to, you know, make that a priority. So it's just been like a really weird year. And then, you know, I was going through like inventory. I released some new stickers. And so I was like, let me go ahead and like update the listings and stuff. You know, I started putting up the listings. And then, so Shopify has a feature where you can filter. You can basically filter like by the last posting you made. Girl, tell me why this was like back in January. I haven't released anything new since January. So all of this year, I didn't release any new cards. I didn't release any. I did release the journals, but the journals was a disaster. They were literally like they came in wrong and stuff. So I didn't like really want to sell them like how I really wanted to sell them. Like I didn't sell them in the way that I thought that I was going to sell them. I was supposed to get some to Hallmark. I was supposed to, you know, like really like pub these and like run ads to them and such. And like I didn't do that because I shut down, if I'm being honest. So it's just like, you know, it's been like a weird year. And I feel weird because I did not, you know, release anything new. Because part of me was just kind of like, you guys need to buy what I have. And then the other part of me was like literally so depressed and anxiety ridden, you know? So like I didn't really get much done. I didn't get as much done as I wanted. Going forward, we've got to change some things for sure. And you know, I'm just focusing all of my energy on the new year and putting out a collection for the new year, because like at this point there's not much left that I could do this year, you know? And unfortunately, like the news is always going to be there. The news will always be, you know, newsing. And with this administration, I think it's very important to notice that like every single day there's something different. And tomorrow there's going to be something different as well. So like just putting that into perspective and not holding on to that energy too much and not like freaking out and panicking and sending myself into a tailspin, I think would be, you know, just a better use of my like time and energy, and maybe not engaging so much, you know, so that I don't get all wrapped up and, you know, shut down in that way. So, alrighty. So I pulled all of these orders. So I'm actually going to call it right there because I don't want the video to get too long. I was very chatty in most of that. And I am trying to put out a video per day for December. I know we always try Vlogmas. We got close last year. Don't even try me. We got close last year. But I do want to try and put out a video like daily so that, you know, one, I can get back into the swing of things, but like two, you know, like there actually is a lot happening right now. This is my busy season. So we do have a lot of things to do that are not just packing orders, but I'm going to take these inside and pack them inside because I just cleaned my office in there and it looks amazing. So I just love being in there. And also I'm terrified of being out here by myself. So that's what we're doing. We're going inside. But thank you so much for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow. And thank you for being here. If you haven't already, definitely subscribe because I have a goal of getting to 500 before the end of the year. So if you haven't subscribed, please be sure to subscribe. And like I said, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.